I know that the title might seem clickbaity. Tomorrow I'm going skydiving, so I could die. You know what I'm saying? Could be my last video ever, but I'm still going to pretend like it is my last video ever. And actually, you should live your every day like that, you know? But I'm gonna go into this very, very deeply so that you have no questions after this video. You'll never have another question again when it comes to this topic. And what is the topic? The topic is seduction. The topic is social dynamics, okay? I have cracked the code and the fucking matrix on this, and I'm about to explain it here so you never need to hear it again, ever. You never need to learn anything more about it ever again, okay? And after I go skydiving, if I survive, become a master at this. I will literally be a master, like literally the next day, okay? So, it's very simple, you guys. You guys know I've been going through the UMP course, the Ultimate Man Project course, and honestly, I see the matrix now. It's literally like I see the fucking matrix, and I understand this shit for what it is, and I understand it smoother than the motherfuckers that are teaching this shit. So, is this your last video, period, or your last video on game? No, I'm just saying that this video could be my last video ever because I'm going skydiving tomorrow. So I could die. So this might be my last video ever, and it might be my last video on game. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about game right now, and I'm going to act as if it is my last video ever. So I'm going to give I'm gonna explain things fully, to the fullest that I could possibly explain it, basically. So you have no more questions ever again. So like I was saying, going through the UMP course, smooth for you guys. Like their structure is perfect, but I know how to make it smoother to the point where it's natural. Like it's completely natural. And I'm not saying that they're not natural. I'm not saying that don't come off natural. I'm just saying I found a smoother way. Like I found a way that's even smoother, basically. And it's so fire. And it just finally clicked for me because I went through the course for the second time. And then today, and like it just clicked for me. And then I was like watching one of their videos back in my car and like researching, and then this girl back there, like she had a boyfriend, but she still gave me her Instagram, and she still was asking me like who I was and what I did. And like I realized, like it clicked for me in that moment, and now I realize the only other thing is fear. And so that's why I'm going skydiving tomorrow, you know? You guys can get over fear. You guys can get over fear very easily, all right? Very easily. If you're a man, all you gotta do is semen retain, bro. If you're a man, do urine therapy, semen retention, and reconnect. I don't know if, I think there's a dead spot over there, but I think you guys can see me now, because it's like, guys, I feel so confident right now. Like I can see the matrix overcoming fear, because if you understand this structure and you understand this process, then the only other thing is the fear, right? And yeah, and like I'll explain how to get over the fear as well, or like what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like how the fuck can I just walk through the Irvine Spectrum on a live and not give a fuck for like, because I know that because I know good now, and like if a girl was to try to hop into the live, I know exactly what I would say and how I would vibe, okay? Yes, I feel like Neo after he got shot. I literally feel like Neo right now after he got shot, dude, for real. And so I'm gonna make sure that I capture this moment for you guys on this video, okay? And yeah, I'm just walking over to this spot right here, because this spot is like a little more secluded and I can focus and not get distracted. Okay, so here we go. The structure of UMP, they actually have like this whole like structure, right? And it's very simple. It's like open, transition, DHV, logistics, sexualize, and like pull, something like that, right? But I'm gonna simplify this stuff even more for you guys, right? So here's my structure that I would tell you, okay? It's this simple, and I wrote it on my hand today. It's basically open with curiosity, all right? Open with curiosity, open loop, and then really sit in that tension. Don't kill the tension, sit in it, right? Sit in that tension and just hold that eye contact and play with it. And just like cold read, then you cold read, all right? And this is how you demonstrate high value. If you understand women and you understand men and you understand social dynamics, all you have to do is cold read her and her situation, and judging by her reactions, you know which way to go with the cold read. The cold read in itself allows you to open up more loops, okay? And I'm gonna give you guys the whole script in a second, but you open loop, then you cold read, then you open loop, and then you cold read. The cold read demonstrates your high value. The cold read can also go into her asking you what you do, or you just start telling her what you do in the cold read because she's so interested in what you have to say now. All you have to do is get her interested into what you have to say, and then you can tell her anything you want, right? And the thing with the open loop is, before you start the cold read, what you do is you fucking like frame it, right? You got to do some sort of frame. So for example, I just open, right? And I'm like, hey, excuse me, I'm curious about something. Like, I just want to know if I'm right about something. And then I got to bounce. And then she's like, what is it? And then I'm like, I don't know. Are you open-minded? Yeah. I just don't want to say it. Like, I want to see if I'm right about something else first though. I just want to see if I'm right about it. Like, so let me guess something else about you first. So there's this open loop now, but I don't want to say it. She told me she's open-minded, but first let me see something else about her. Then I go, let me guess, you're like really feminine, huh? Like, you're always in your emotions in the moment, like super spontaneous and like happy. And like, you could be looking at me right now, but you're like 50 million miles away in your own little happy place right now, huh? Yeah, yep. There's something else about you too though. You have like this spontaneous, like seductive, you know, adventurous, kind of like risque side to you, but you only let that out for like the right type of guy. And she's like, yeah, I mean, yeah. Because listen, the reason why she says yeah to that is because that's all girls. That's all girls. What you're showing is that you understand women. So you read her as all women. And she says yes to that. All she's saying yes to is like, I'm comfortable with you. You understand women. That's what she's saying. She's saying yes. And then you say, and I bet I know what type of guy that is. She's like, now she wants to know because you know so much. Now she's curious. What else does he know? And then it's like, you could say like, I work with him all the time. You could open loop that. Or you could literally just be like, are you, and then you frame more, right? She goes, oh, tell me. It's like, I don't know, come over here real quick. Let's get a drink of water. I don't know, let's stand out of the way of these people. You do some sort of lead. You get some more compliance, right? And then she's like, all right, well, tell me. And then you're like, are you like secure with your sexuality? Like, how open-minded are you? You just play with it more. You just milk it more. And then you look at her and you're like, so you're into a dominant kind of guy, huh? You're into a dominant kind of guy, but like, he also has like empathy and certainty. So you feel like you can trust him. Like, you can trust where he wants to go. Like, he'll take what he wants, but like, you trust him that he has good intentions, right? You say this shit and you're describing the perfect kind of guy. So you tell her, you describe the perfect kind of girl and you say, this is what you are. She's of course gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm this perfect kind of girl. She's gonna say yes, but when she says yes, she's saying yes to you. Does that make sense? And then when you say, this is the type of guy you're into, and she has to say yes because you're describing the perfect man, she's like, yes, to you again. And then she's gonna, like the girl that I just told right now, she's like, are you a psychic? Like, how do you know this? And I was like, I'm a sexual energy coach. Yeah. And then I was just like, I literally just took it one step further. You know what I'm saying? You take it one step further and you're just like, the one step further, you just basically say like, it's all about chemistry. Like, these guys don't know how to get that like chemistry there because, you know what I'm saying, they don't trust themselves and all this stuff, right? You go into chemistry and you go into the fact that, this last girl over here, she said some shit about her boyfriend, and I was like, oh, this is good. I was like, this is gonna be good. Because I was like, I know what type of guy you like. And she's like, well, I have a boyfriend, so it'd be interesting. And I was like, oh yeah, even better. So when they say the boyfriend thing, you can turn it into a good thing. And then I'm like, yeah, this will be very interesting then. I was like, this should be very interesting. And then I was like, is he dominant? Is he this? Is he like this? And I was like, oh, whatever she says, I'm like, oh, you're into two kind of guys. You fantasize about other guys. And I was like, you don't have to say yes to that. I was like, you don't have to say yes to that. But she smiled, and I was like, saying like, oh, you're into this kind of guy. You're into this kind of guy, right? And then I was like, how long you been in that relationship? She said 10 months. And I was like, oh, so it's not really that big of a deal, huh? Or I was like, oh, it's not that serious, huh? And then she was like, I don't know, like, I forget what she said. And I was like, well, she's like, oh, she said, it's the longest one that I've been in so far. And I was like, oh, congratulations. I've been in a 5-year, but I'm still in a relationship with her, but I'm seeing other girls and she's seeing other guys. Now, she started to judge me right there. Now, watch this, guys. She started to judge me right there. And I was like, but hey, you just said you were open-minded. So I was like, you just said you were open-minded. And she goes, all of a sudden, her judgment dropped because she wanted to stay consistent to what she just promised. Everybody wants to stay consistent to who they are, to who they say they are, right? Because nobody wants to be seen as inconsistent, because then their value drops. So she goes, all of a sudden, her skeptical frame dropped instantly, and she was like, so are you trying to ask me to be your second girlfriend? Dude, if I could go back, I would have fucking closed her right there. I would have sexually escalated on her right there. But I actually did something very, very good. I would have just tweaked one thing. I'll tell you what I would have tweaked. So anyways, what I said was this. I said, that's so funny you think that. I was like, so you think I was just about to be like, you want to be my second girlfriend? Like, you're just gonna ask it straight up or what? And she goes, I don't know, like, you just came out of nowhere. And I was like, I know, you had an alluring vibe. And I was like, but listen, I said, but listen, I'm not that easy though. Like, I have to have like a ton of chemistry with a girl. I have to have a ton of chemistry, and there has to be that tension there. And like, I have to fucking know I'm gonna see this girl again. Like, I have to know that it's not gonna be a one-night stand. Like, I have to know. And this literally frames in her mind that I'm the type of guy she wants, because I'm just going in and explaining more about the perfect guy, but I'm saying it's me. I'm explaining more about what a perfect guy is. Like, oh, like, you know, a guy that just wants a one-night stand. Ew, right? So like, I don't want a one-night stand. I want to make sure it's longer. What I could have gone into was sexualizing. I could have said, and honestly, like even if you wanted to have sex right now, like, I wouldn't, like, I would have to know, like, there was that real fucking tension. Like, listen, like, I have to know, like, a girl's out of her head and with me in the moment and like present to the moment right now with me, you know? Like if you were in your head just a little bit, like, I would just say, hey, let's take it slow. Like, maybe start off with a few massages and shit like that. But also I do semen retention. And what that is it basically means that, like, I hold on to my semen and I save it up unless the sex that I'm having is better than my last climax. So I only have sex if there's a good chemistry and tension, and then I only come during sex if it's better sex than my last climax. And then when you tell girls this, they literally, like, they see it as a competition. Okay, like, I have to earn sex, and then I have to earn his cum. So you're framing it in their mind and shit like that. And then I would have gone into, like, the chemistry routine. There's a way that, like, you can see if there's chemistry through the eye contact and da-da-da-da-da. I could have gone into it like that. But all I said was the three things, right? And then she was like, oh, what? She got interested, bro. She got really interested. And I was like, she's like, okay, well, I kind of got to go right now. And I was like, I know. I said, I know. And then here's what she said, bro. She said, how the fuck do you know everything? How the fuck do you know everything? Are you a psychic? And I was like, no, like I said, like, I'm a sexual energy coach. Like, I work with energy, you know? And so, like, I know how to read people. And I was like, look, I gotta go too right now. So just get my Instagram and then you can see what I do. Feel free to DM me anytime with any questions you have. There's a lot of shit on my Instagram that she might have questions about, guys. So I just left that open because I know she has a boyfriend. So, like, if she DMs me, it's on, right? But anyways, The point here is it's very simple. You open loop and you milk those open loops and you cold read. When you cold read, you just cold read situations. Like you can, like this is what Alex from UMP does. He cold reads situations like, watch, this girl is about to flirt with this guy and then she's gonna try to get attention from that guy. And you show that you have the authority because you are smart with social dynamics. If you show that you have social intelligence, then that puts you in an authority frame. So you just cold read about her and then cold read about the type of guys she's into. And when you tell her about the type of guys she's into, you can go into like, yeah, this is the type of guy that I'm becoming. Or you don't have to say that. You can be like, I train. That's better than becoming, because it's like you're trying to like qualify yourself. It's better to say you train other men to be like this. And you can go into the you know, the sex routine, the sex job routine, right? The sex coach routine. You can go into this routine with just literally saying like what type of guy that she's into, right? Like you can go into that routine and you can demonstrate all the kinds of value. You can go into the chemistry routine. You can go into the you know, I need that tension to be there. I need girls to be out of their head routine. I do semen retention. All these routines, right? And then you go into, here's how you find out that there's chemistry routine, which is, this routine is literally just like the eye contact routine. Let's see if there's chemistry. I'll show you how to see if there's chemistry. And that shit fucking scared me. Holy fuck, that was a loud ass sound. Yeah, basically, and then from there, you're just like, oh, now I see something else in your eyes now. Yep, I was right. My first suspicions about you were right. My first cold reads about you were right. I can tell that you just love to be submissive, but it's hard for you to find that dominant guy who just knows how to pull your hair the right way. Like, most guys do it wrong. They go like this, but here's how they're supposed to do it. Yeah, you like being choked too. Like, most guys do it wrong. They go like this. Here's how you're supposed to do it. Now you're sexualizing big time, right? Then all you have to do from there, what are you up to tonight? Did you have any other plans for tonight? How come you didn't find another guy before me tonight? How, you know, who are you here with? Okay, do you like kombucha? I usually go back to, I live like right on the corner. I was planning to go back and have some kombucha. Have you ever tried it? Oh, you have to try it. But I don't know, can you handle your shit? Yeah? Okay, maybe, we'll see. If the vibe, if it turns out that I really like you or whatever. If it turns out that there's chemistry. If it turns out, we'll just see. We'll see how the night plays out. We'll see, maybe. And then from there, it's like, she says something. Oh, you said that? I don't know if we can go now. Is he gonna allow me to come back to his house? Or isn't he gonna allow me to come back to his house? Oh shit, da 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 da. And then it's like, finally it's like, all right, you can come. But just make sure that you don't drink too much and you can handle your shit. Just make sure, listen, just don't get upset. Like, I have to wake up early in the morning. We can't stay too long. Whatever, right? You just put another barrier right there. You disqualify some more. It's that simple. So it's like the structure is open loop. Listen, the structure is literally open loop, cold read, open loop, cold read, open loop, cold read. That's it. And then in the cold reads, you're demonstrating high value, and you're doing like routines. And the routines are very simple. You're a sexual authority and you disqualify sex. You're a sexual authority and you're not easy. That's it. You're a sexual authority and you're knowledgeable, but you're not easy. That's it. You open loop. This is it, guys. You open loop and then you cold read, and through the cold read, because she's interested, everybody's interested in themselves. Through the cold read, then you drop more knowledge about what you know about what kind of girl, like about girls and guys. That's it, like about girls and guys, but particularly her and the guys she's into. And you just keep going on that. That's literally it. And then so even when you get to like the polling time, or like you're asking her logistics, you're just open looping, like, is he gonna let me back to my house or maybe not? Maybe yes, maybe not, maybe not, yes. Open loop, right? And then she might be like weird about it, and then you could be like this. Listen. I'm definitely not gonna throw you on my bed and just fuck the shit out of you, okay? That's definitely not what's gonna happen when you come over, right? You don't have to worry, okay? And then you go, in all seriousness, like I said before, like, I have to know, like, the chemistry is there. There's the tension, and a girl's out of their head. Like, if you weren't out of your head, like, I would probably just lay you down, maybe like massage you a little bit, blindfold you if needed, get you relaxed with the music, and then after 30 minutes, if you still weren't relaxed, then we just stop. But if you were able to enter that pleasure state, then I might start teasing you, kissing your thigh, working my way around your pussy, and then only when your hips started raising up towards my lips and you were begging me to kiss, or to lick it, I would go down on you. And then only after you had a few orgasms, as I'm going down on you, would I even tease you with my dick. And then only after you begged for it would I fuck you. And so that's what you say. That's it. That's it. If she has objections, that's all you do. You bring it back to the same frames. So you open loop, and then you frame, right? You open loop, you frame, then you cold read, which is DHVs, which demonstrates your high value, right? And you DHV, and then if there's any objections, you just go back to the frames. You're like, she comes to the bar with you, you frame it. You're like, I love how you're so independent and like you don't like need to ask your friends for permission. So now when you're about to take her home, she might be like, my friends, and I'm like, but you said you know what I'm saying? Like, you said you were independent. Oh, I thought you were independent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're an adult, like you don't need their permission. Remember? Like, that's what you were saying, right? And she might have not even have said anything, but since you said it and she agreed, it is what it is. And then she might be like, yeah, maybe da-da-da-da. And then it's like, listen, I understand exactly where you're at. Nah, it can't be the last video of his. Maybe for the week only. I need this kind of advice and raw, authentic. Yo, is this your last video, bro? No, listen, I'm going skydiving tomorrow, okay? So this video, I'm just framing it. I'm just pretending like it might be my last video. I'm putting out the information into this video as if it was my last. Listen, I'm fucking catching COVID out here. It's fucking so cold. I'll probably go home and drink some urine, but I never get sick. I never get sick. So yeah, anyways, it's that simple, guys. It's literally that simple. Open loop, frame, cold read, DHV, open loop, frame, DHV, cold read, open loop. Is it or is it not? And then pull. And keep it lighthearted and fun. If she's a little uncomfortable, listen, I'm definitely not gonna throw you on my bed, throw you up against the wall, and fuck the shit out of you when we go to my house. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry. Like, I'm definitely not gonna just fucking pull your fucking hair and just put you in handcuffs and just fuck you like so fucking hard and raw, like without a condom. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Don't worry. And you say it with a smirk at first. You keep it fun and playful, and then you're like, nah, listen. In all seriousness, like I said, I need chemistry to be there, the tension to be there, and a girl to be out of her head. So I'd probably just lay you down, massage you for a little bit. That's it, guys. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. The frame, here's what framing does, guys. When you frame a situation like, hey, are you open-minded? Hey, are you secure with your sexuality? I like when girls are secure with their sexuality. When you say shit like that, and she says yes, what you're doing is you're overcoming objections before they happen. Hey, you're really independent. I love how you're so spontaneous and adventurous. I love that. That's what the cold reads do. The cold reads, they frame and they demonstrate high value at the same time. DHV and framing overcomes objections. You understand? It overcomes the objections before they happen, okay? And then from there, it's just, hey, maybe this is gonna happen, maybe it's not. Maybe it's gonna happen, maybe it's not. And then, oh, it's happening. It's happening. And if she's a little uncomfortable, make a joke. Hey, I'm definitely not gonna fuck the shit out of you. I'm definitely not taking you away from your friends right now and kidnapping you. I'm definitely not this. I'm definitely, whatever her objection is, don't worry, I'm definitely not doing this. I'm definitely not doing that. I'm definitely not, definitely not. That's basically it. Whatever her objection is, you can literally steal it too. You can be like, you can tell that she doesn't have that much time. You're like, hey, listen, I have to wake up early in the morning, so we're just gonna pop in, pop out. Like maybe like we'll have a drink for like less than 30 minutes, whatever, right? So you can steal the objection too, and you get, how do you know her objection? When you're asking logistics, when you're asking like who you're here with, what's your night, did you have any other plans? You're getting objections, and then you tell her what your plan is and that maybe she can come. But whatever she said, you match it. You're like, but I have to go early, so like yada da da. She's like, yeah, I'm here with my friends, like da da da. And then you're like, you basically say like, yeah, I'm here with my friends, so I don't really want to ditch them, so I might want to come back. So like, I'm gonna go back for a little drink and then I'm gonna pop back here. You just come with the same objection she's gonna come with. You come with it first with your poll. So you come with her objection before her. And then if the objection still comes up at the end, if it still comes up, then you just make a joke about it. She's like, I can't go, I'm leaving my friends. And then you just say like, yeah, like you're just fucking throwing away your friends, like you're so, like, oh, you're such a bitch, like how could you do this, like da 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 da. And then I'm like, no, in all seriousness, like, you know, you're an adult, like your friends know that like you get to see them all the time, but it's not all the time that you actually find somebody you have chemistry with. It's not all the time that you find like a really cool guy that you want to vibe with, you know? And the funny thing is I'm actually here with my friends too. And like, so I might even want to pop back in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel kind of bad leaving them too. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're just going to pop back to my spot, enjoy a drink real quick, and then we could just come right back. Like, friends won't even know we're gone kind of thing. So you see what I'm saying? You just bring it back. You bring it. Make her objection yours. That's the rule. Make her objection your objection. All right. First you set up the frame so maybe the objection doesn't come up. Then you set the poll under the objection that might come up, and then if the objection still comes up, it's your objection. So that's the 3 ways of handling objections. Okay. That's it right there. That's it. So to recap this game, you open under the curiosity frame and you open loop. You open loop and then you frame it, like, are you open-minded? Are you secure with your sexuality? Are you comfortable? Are you da-da-da-da-da, right? When she says yes to all of that, to the frames, then you cold read, okay? And cold read is also DHVing. So it's like, you're demonstrating high value at the same time you're cold reading. And you're talking about her and the guys she likes, and then you're just showing that you just get it. Does it make sense? Like, you understand it. That's basically it right there. And then you bring it back. You bring it back to another open loop, and you just rinse and repeat. So it's that cycle right there of the 3. It's like a trinity, right? It's all threes. It's all threes. Those are the 3 ways to cycle it, right? That's the structure of the game. Those 3 things: open loop, framing, and then DHVing and cold reading, right? And then there's the 3 ways to handle objections, and that's it. And the only other thing in there is handling logistics, or like figuring out logistics and seeding the poll. You seed the poll and handle the logistics. So that's 3 things total, and there's 3 things everywhere. You find out the logistics, you seed the poll, and you poll. That's 3 things. And then with the game structure, it's you open with curiosity, right? You frame, and then you DHV and cold read. That's 3, right? That's 3 right there. And then the other thing, the handling objections, you handle objections by framing first, right? And then polling underneath her objection. And if her objection still comes up, you take that objection as your own objection. That's it. So it's the trinity, the 3 3 3 3. It's 3 3 3. Oh my gosh, dude. It's 3 3 3. That's what it is, which is the divine number right there. Holy shit. Call this like the 333 method. This is actually really fire. So this video right here is going down in history as like the video that like I explained it all, and this is like the turning point for anybody who's watched this video. You are now a seduction god, and you can make girls feel comfortable and excited at the same time. All right. And now let's talk about fear, because fear is the only other thing standing in between you and your goals. So how do you handle fear? Well, number 1, you want to get on some semen retention. Number 2, you want to get off of eating so much meat, because especially the fact you're in therapy, if you have the balls for it, drinking your own pee will definitely get rid of fear, okay? And then after that, It's all about exposure, okay? You can do scream therapy as much as you want, but it doesn't matter. What matters is going out and saying hi to the girl, or going skydiving, or doing whatever, right? Now, I might die tomorrow skydiving, so whoever's watching this video, you gotta take me up on it, all right? You start running this game. You start coming with that seduction game, and then you go skydiving. You know what I'm saying? You go do that dangerous thing, all right? Because I'll tell you this much, if I survive tomorrow, I'm going harder because I'm less scared. I'm less scared now of life in general, you know? If I break my leg on the landing, well, that sucks. I guess I'm rolling around in a wheelchair approaching girls. But here's the thing. Now that seduction is handled, and you know that you can make it work every single time when you go up and talk to a girl, I mean, obviously you gotta have the routines too. You gotta have some of your own routines. But that's why, guys, you just go look up UMP. Listen, all their videos on YouTube show everything. You don't need the course, okay? The course is just more structured. It has a little bit more content in order. But all their shit on YouTube, just study the fuck out of it. Get down their routines. Everything they say in a set has a purpose. So just whatever they say in the set, write it down. Write it down. Type it out onto your notes on your computer or on your phone, okay? Once you have all of their routines and you understand this process, and you're working on your fear every day, you have seduction mastered. Once you have seduction mastered, guys, you can focus all your energy and time on money. You go out and be social on the weekends, and then on the weekdays you work on your business, and you use the same kind of mentality to win at life on your business, and then you create your own parties, and then girls just come to you. So that's basically it, guys. This is like the best video I've probably ever made on this topic. For sure it is. For sure it is. Go ahead and start watching Ultimate Man Project on YouTube. Watch all of their videos. And yeah, next video we'll see what I'm talking about. If there isn't in threes today. For sure, synchronicity, that's it. Confirmation. There it is, bro. That's awesome that you said that. That makes me feel even better about this video and about the content I just put in this video. And honestly, I'm so excited for everybody that saw this video and those that will see this video in the future. And I'm excited for me because I made this video and it's getting locked into my brain even more. And I can watch this video back whenever now. And on that note, guys, I am out. Peace.